Hey, crypto people, this is Ty. I'm going to be talking about BitConnect today. So I'm going to give you 10 warning signs that BitConnect might be a Ponzi scheme or might be a scam. So I emphasize the word might because I don't know if it's a scheme. I don't know if it's a scam. The only people that really would know is the people behind the curtain of BitConnect. Nobody really knows. And there's a lot of talk with BitConnect. Now, I'm not saying it is a scam, but you should do your own research. I looked into BitConnect. I was really attracted to it because making 30% returns every month is just insane. The coin's done extremely well in the last year, and it looked very lucrative. But I decided not to invest personally because I don't want to wake up and all anything I invested is just gone out of thin air. So, anyways, starting out, the first one that it might be a scam is the site is having a lot of problems. It all started on the 22nd. So on the 22nd, if you look at their Twitter, they said website on the 22nd, the website will remain inaccessible due to server. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. And then 2 days later, they said there was a glitch and people were able to duplicate their coins and they lost a whole bunch of coins that the site will be back up in a few days. If you took off with coins, please return them. So I don't know. That's I don't know if it's a hack, if it was a glitch on their part or what happened, but that made it sound like they lost possibly millions of dollars. Another thing I thought was kind of interesting is with the BitConnect, and I zoomed in on this time period, they tweeted on the 22nd, really no dip on the price after they tweeted that. And I'm kind of surprised because people are so emotional when they're investing in crypto. And then not until uh, really people were duplicating those coins, I guess duplicating and making it into Bitcoin and then selling off their BitConnect coins and crashing the market is when it really went down. It has surprisingly rebounded very quickly and it's at 117 right now, where else the high just a couple weeks ago was 130. So I am surprised how fast it's gone up, but that's the first one is just the most recent news of just everything is glitching out and they can't seem to fix it very quickly. It scares me if I have money and I can't log into your site or I can't withdraw any kind of money into that site. So the second one is how BitConnect is actually set up. It's set up like a MLM where you make money on affiliates. There's some YouTubers that are just making absolute fortune on BitConnect with I probably around $1 million or so, just referring people to BitConnect. And anytime you're set up like an MLM, that's a perfect storm for a Ponzi scheme because what they want to do is they're going to pay you very, very lucrative money to get people on the platform because they want to get as many people on the platform as fast as they can. And then when it starts crashing out and they can't keep paying all the new people, they don't have enough new people to pay out people taking money. That's when the Ponzi scheme goes away. So not only that is they invest a ton of money in marketing. They're gold sponsor at some of the events, and I know the gold sponsor is just it's got to be very expensive because like platinum sponsor was IBM, and so gold sponsor is really expensive. They do a lot in marketing. Um, so the third one is there's no white paper. I that just scares me. I don't invest in any ICOs or any coins that has no white paper. If you can't do the diligence and put together a white paper, then there's no reason to invest in you. If you look on their site, there's all kinds of grammatical errors. I can't even imagine if they put a white paper together. And they have put this site and everything. They've done everything extremely well because if you look at the market cap, it's 770 million, approaching close to a billion. So it's crazy. There is no information. This is number five. I'm sorry, number four. there's no information on the trading bot. So how BitConnect claims that it's making money is it has a trading bot and it's trading on the different exchanges. And so that's basically how you're getting paid because you're lending money. And that trading bot is using that money to make money. And so there's never, and BitConnect says that they do average the days out, but there's never been a down day in BitConnect. It does continue to pay out. There's no information on this thing. If they had a trading bot that good, then I mean Goldman Sachs, I feel like would be knocking down the door and uh, buying this trading bot. Like how did you make such a good trading bot that is making insane returns? So even Goldman Sachs can't make a stock exchange trading bot that BitConnect's making. So a multi-billion dollar company um, can't make a trading bot as good as this bot, and there's no information on it. I don't know. That sounds a little bit sketchy to me. There's no information. This is number 5. There's no information over the owners. I don't like that because I want to know who's behind the curtain. I want to know who the developers are. How many people are with BitConnect? Is there 2 people in a basement? Nobody knows. I'm sure there is more than 2 people because they're having to go through a lot. I mean, they've made a lot in development. So if there's no information on an owner, there's there's not much repercussion if the site goes down. If he makes out like a bandit and takes a couple $100 million and nobody knows who he is, then there's not much to it except for I guess his morality. But if there was information on the owner, then it's much less likely that that owner is going to look people in the eye and say this isn't a scam. That's my opinion about the information owner, and I understand why that maybe there's not any information because you don't want to get harassed by all these naysayers all the time. I don't know. So number 6 is they have their own exchange just recently they're on a couple other small exchanges, so we can kind of take a look at it. And all the volume really is done on their exchange. Uh, there's nothing stopping them from manipulating the price on that exchange. They can really do whatever they want, which could be the case because since all the website crashes and everything like that, I mean, look how well it's doing. I would think it would be at like $50 because people are freaking out, but that's just me. So I'm not saying that they are manipulating their exchange, but it is when you have your own, it is possible that they're manipulating the price on that. The number 7 is they're promising 7 to 10% returns a week. That is crazy. That is just insane money. The best hedge fund manager out there may get 7 to 10% returns in a year, and I mean those are the best hedge fund managers, and so 7 to 10% a week or 30% a month. That is just crazy. In anything that high yield investment, anything that high, you do need to be pretty wary about. Um, Number 8 is they're late on their business filing. So here's a link. I'll link this business filing as well. I believe this is the business filing, and they filed in the UK. So it was due the 27th of July, and if they did file, they would have to release a lot of information that they probably want the public to know. Being late on that business filing, that's a huge red flag to me. It means they're kind of hiding stuff and they don't want the public to know anything about them. Number 9 is it takes a long time to get your investment back. So we can look on the BCC lending, and here's the rates. So if you do anything under $1,000, it takes 299 days. The largest investment over $10,000, you get it back in 120 days. So with Ponzi schemes, you want to make sure that the capital people invest in is locked into your system as long as possible so you can keep it going. BitConnect is going on a little over 200 days, so it's not at the year yet, and so it's really kind of a breaking point right now that possibly people are eligible to get their money out, and they might not be able to pay that money. I don't know. BitConnect could go on for the next 5 years. It could go on for the next 20 years. I don't know, but they are a little past 200 days, so they're kind of at that point where there's probably a lot of people that might want that capital back, and they might not be able to pay that back. So the next thing is I don't know if you downloaded the app. I downloaded the app and it's super buggy. They haven't really updated that much. If you're going to kind of disappear overnight, then or shut down, you're not going to spend a lot in development on the app. Even the hardcore users say, "Oh, well, yeah, the app sucks. Don't worry about it." If you're planning on being around for the next 10 years, then you're gonna develop the heck out of the app, develop the heck out of your website. The website hasn't, obviously it's glitchy like crazy. Along with that is, I guess this is number 11, a bonus one, but if you look under, you can get any attorney, but look under the legal documents that you agree to with BitConnect. You don't have any kind of protection whatsoever. So if BitConnect runs away with your money, there's nothing you can do. So if you look over the legal requirements, there's absolutely nothing you can do. It's completely protected on them, where there's not really any ramifications if they do run away. Anyways, those are some warning signs that I would look into with BitConnect before you invest. It's your hard-earned money, so I'm not telling you not to invest. I just do some research into it. I personally have not invested into it. I'm making plenty of money on other cryptocurrencies and what I've done with other altcoins and Bitcoin, that I don't need to take on this kind of risk when other altcoins are pretty risky in itself. And so take this with a grain of salt, and let me know if you have any questions.